Alibaba, one of the world's largest e-commerce suppliers, hosts one of the largest trade shows in the world. It can feel overwhelming to discover the best products and suppliers at Alibaba's huge shows, but with the right approach, you can make it a goldmine for your e-commerce business. Today, we'll show you how to find winning products and connect with quality suppliers. We'll cover everything from minimum order quantities to using influencers and evaluating supplier size. Let's jump in and upgrade your sourcing game. Attend trade shows. One of the biggest struggles in e-commerce is finding winning products and the right suppliers for your business. Why attend in person if you can connect online? Attending trade shows in person puts you ahead of the competition because your presence and in-person interaction proves to suppliers that you're a serious buyer. Online, suppliers can't quite figure out who they're dealing with, if they're dealing with a serious buyer or not. Step 1. Just be there. Attending trade shows gives you a chance to meet suppliers face-to-face, proving your seriousness as a buyer. This personal interaction helps build trust and rapport, making suppliers more inclined to work with you. Use these events to explore multiple suppliers and compare their offerings, ensuring you find the best fit for your business. State your advantage. When meeting suppliers, it's extremely important to share your distinct advantage. Even if you're just beginning and it's your first time in business, you have something that makes you different from everyone else. Share what you're good at, what makes you unique, and what advantage you bring to the table. For example, if you're doing something like a yoga mat, you could say, "Hey, I've had my own yoga studio for 14 years. I'm an educator, I'm a teacher, and I've got all these new ideas for new yoga products. I'm looking for a reliable long-term supplier." Explore multiple suppliers. The beauty about a trade show is that you have so many suppliers under one roof. It's not like you just go to one supplier, it doesn't work out, and then you're done. You can walk down the booths and chat to 5 or 6 different competitors. So don't limit yourself to one potential partner. Engage with several to compare offerings, terms, and establish connections that align with your business goals. Practice and build confidence. Is this your first time visiting a trade show and don't know what to say or what questions to ask? Use other parts of the show as practice. How? Visit booths of completely unrelated products that you're looking at. So for example, if you want to buy electronics, check out the fashion area. Ask questions like, "Hey, how are you finding the show so far? How many years have you been in business? Which main markets do you supply? What certifications do you have?" Just do a bit of back and forth and your confidence will build. After a few visits, head for the industry booths you're interested in working with. Supplier excitement for e-commerce. Many suppliers are eager to work with e-commerce businesses because they've seen the shift from traditional retail to online sales. They've witnessed impressive order volumes from online stores and are keen to tap into this potential. Some suppliers, having tried e-commerce themselves, may not have succeeded and thus value partnering with experienced e-commerce sellers. Highlight your proficiency in e-commerce to attract suppliers. Demonstrating your ability to succeed in online sales can excite suppliers who might be looking to expand their reach into the digital market. Some suppliers might even propose joint ventures where you manage online sales and they supply stock, recognizing the mutual benefits of such partnerships. When engaging with suppliers, focus on the unique value you bring. Whether it's your industry expertise, innovative ideas, or connections with influencers, make sure to communicate how these aspects will benefit the partnership. Suppliers are interested in long-term relationships, so showcasing your potential for sustained success is key. Utilize influencers. Good suppliers aren't thinking short-term, maximizing sales from one single order. They're thinking, how much money will I make from this customer over the next 3, 5, 10 years? Share your long-term vision and share your advantage with suppliers. Inspire them to work with you. If you have large influencers you collaborate with in a particular profession or industry, suppliers will see this as an advantage they can work with to maximize sales, reorders, and a long-term relationship with you. You may not be a 7-figure seller, but the influencers that you do find and do work with, you can get them involved at an early stage. If they can get excited to collaborate with you, you can leverage those influencers to establish relationships and better terms with product suppliers. Understanding of branding. Suppliers have become more sophisticated in their understanding of branding, packaging, and product differentiation. This improved knowledge benefits e-commerce businesses, as suppliers are now more capable of providing products that stand out online. Good packaging and unique product features that show well in images are crucial for e-commerce success. Custom packaging from supplier. First of all, is that an issue? Do you have to hit a certain threshold before they'll offer custom or premium packaging or not? It's important to discuss the supplier's MOQ, minimum order quantity, for your product and packaging. Moreover, you really want to find out why their MOQ is at that number. For example, let's say you only need 500 units of a product, but the supplier has an MOQ with custom packaging packaging of 2,000 units. If you ask why, they might explain that although they can produce just 500 units, their custom packaging supplier requires a 2,000 unit minimum. With that information, you can structure an agreement to cover the cost of 2,000 packages, limit manufacturing to 500 units initially, and use the remaining packaging on future orders. When you understand why a supplier's MOQ is set where it's at, you can work with bigger suppliers. This strategy emphasizes the importance of understanding the reasons behind minimum order quantities and negotiating with suppliers to find flexible solutions for custom packaging needs. Supplier's size. One of the first questions you should ask a factory is, how many workers do you have? But why is it important to understand the size of a supplier? The size of a factory is a key indicator of whether or not the supplier is a good fit for your situation. For example, if you're looking for an initial test batch of 300 units and supplier tells you they have 2,000 workers, then it's probably not going to be a good fit. A smaller factory with maybe 50, 100, or 500 workers may be a little bit more nimble and willing to work with you. The smaller factory will be able to grow with the new product idea and benefit from the future sales. Each situation is different, which is why it's important to assessing the size and capacity of potential suppliers. Many times, a smaller factory is a good fit for smaller order quantities and more personalized attention. Mindset energy. What's more is that it's more of a mindset thing than a practical issue regarding workforce sites. At the end of the day, suppliers like orders, and they can sense your energy about the product. How excited are you about it? How much do they believe in your vision and what you want to achieve with it? The more details you can share about your plan, who you'll work with, how you'll market it, which countries you'll sell in, and how you'll list it, the more excited they get. Even if the first order is just 50 units, they see the potential. This shifts the dynamic from buyer-supplier to a win-win partnership. When they buy into that, that's when the magic starts to happen. Secret of Dingle with big suppliers. Supplier, who has bigger clients, might be overlooking you, so when should you consider finding a new one? On the flip side, you can actually turn this into an advantage. For instance, if your supplier manufactures for huge clients like Walmart, you can benefit from their large-scale operations. Additionally, big suppliers often keep accessories in stock, like zippers or buckles. If your order is small and they can't meet your exact requirements, ask what they have in stock. You might find something suitable at a better price since they often look to offload excess stock. They might offer materials at a discount if they over-ordered or had a canceled order. This can be a win-win, benefiting from their large-scale operations while keeping your costs down. What tips do you have for meeting with suppliers at trade shows? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest updates. Share your thoughts with us on this in the comment section. Until next time, stay tuned.